we've been following closely here. The heads of the country's top grocery stores testified before the House of Commons Agriculture Committee about rising costs of groceries and their rising profits. To break down everything that happened yesterday, we're joined now by Gillian Kerr, a former marketing executive for all three of those companies. Gillian, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, let's start with the big one here. You watched the testimonies. What stood out to you?
Well, I thought it was a good opportunity for both of those, for all of those leaders, Eric LaFlèche of Metro, Michael Medline of Sobeys, and Galen Weston of Loblaws, to hear the frustration of the parliamentarians who were speaking for Canadians about why rising food prices are higher even than inflation. But I think what came through was that grocery is indeed a hard industry. There's, 50,000 items on the shelves. There's 52 promotional weeks a year where the offer changes, and there's thousands of stores across communities. It's a difficult industry. And I think Canadians could hear that there is a lot of hard work going on to keep the shelves stocked and manage the prices. They are trying to actively manage the prices. That being said, they did want to restate that they are publicly traded corporations. Profit is part of their mandate. What they're supposed to do, what their boards of directors expect them to do, and creating shareholder value is their job. So they're working within the mandate of their job, but it was good to have a conversation about how frustrating this is for everyone.
The allegation here is that grocery stores are using inflation to drive up the prices and turn higher profits in exchange. And we saw the CEOs sort of pushing back against that. Do you think what they said did resonate with Canadians?
I think there were some clarifying points made where Mr. Weston said, we're only making $1 out of every 25 dollars worth of groceries that we sell. That being said, a lot of the parliamentarians asked for clarification. Show us which categories you're making the most money on. And it would be helpful within the committees if, because there is a committee going on to look at this, if they got more information about exactly where the price increases are. I think one of the good things also that came out is that, what are you going to do with the profits? And Mr. Medline said, we'd like to reinvest into some Canadian producers. And they were talking about some of the things that they're looking on at vertical farming. I think that's an excellent idea.
So we have
reinvestment.
So we have about 30 seconds or so. I'd like to get kind of some sort of response to how Canadians or what Canadians should take away from these testimonies and where to go from here.
I think they should look to how the grocers are reinvesting their profits. There were some comments that they think it is waning. Let's see what the grocers can do. And I think this conversation is telling that industry that this is a crisis, and we're looking to them to help us with affordability. The average Canadian has about, a family of four has about $300 a week to spend on groceries. So how can we best spend that money? More guidance from the grocers would be very, very good about that. More specials, lower prices now. It's an issue that needs attention and addressing.
And it's definitely going to be one that's we're going to continue to talk about. Gillian Kerr, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.